Good evening, ladies and gents, boys and girls. How are we doing? Welcome to the training. This is my first training within the Mind, Body, Life tribe. I'm also broadcasting live through Facebook Live and within the tribe and on YouTube as well and on Crowdcast. So we're kind of going multi-platforms here, team. So the reason why I do that is because some people can't get into Facebook or whatever it may be. Plus, on Crowdcast, you can access this video replay at another time. Plus, it's a better platform to be able to communicate as well with regards to asking questions and all of that jazz. So yeah, it's a very, very nice platform. It's really, really good. Hello to those of you that are already on right now. What I'm going to do is just spend the next 2 minutes hooking everything up with regards to Facebook and YouTube. What you will see is, team, is on the right-hand side, is like a comment section. So if you want to ask any questions anytime, you can leave a comment. It's just like the chat. If you want to ask something of like real substance in terms of your question, then just ask a question at the bottom. It's like an ask a question tab. Press that and then you can ask anything that you wish. If you want to come on and say hello, then you can do. I can invite you on as well if you wish to do so, but we'll keep that to the end because there's quite a lot for us to go through. But yes, team. So it's a nice platform to use. Just feel free to put a comment in, say hello, give me a thumbs up, just so you can hear me. Everything seems okay. I'm just going to start now checking the feeds. Okay, and get this rolling on the other platform. Shannon's given me a thumbs up and said hello. Excellent. Thank you very much. Okie doke. Okay, cool. Right. What I am aware of, team, as well, is the link hadn't quite worked for the manual and workbook for this. So what I'm going to do as well, I will also share it on here. So hopefully you should just be able to go to this link and then you can actually download it. Yes, there it is. Okay, so if you go into that link, if you're in Crowdcast, then go to that link and then just press that button and you'll be able to then download the manual and workbook for this session now tonight. Okay, team, so just go to that there, click there. I'll give you a minute to do that while I just start up Facebook and YouTube. Okay, excellent. And now Facebook is up and running. For those of you guys that are watching on the Mind Body Life tribe in Facebook, I'm just now going to send you the manual for tonight's session. It didn't actually work earlier on, so I'm going to just send you that now, the actual manual itself, so you can download this straight away. So, okay, so if you're on Facebook, then I've just sent you the link now. That if you can press that link, and that will then take you to the manual and the workbook for this session tonight. It will be good if you can go through the manual with me as I'm doing it at the same time. Don't worry if you're on like your mobile phone and you can't do both at the same time. Don't worry, at least you'll have the manual and you'll also obviously have the copy of this recording within the Mind Body Life tribe and of course on Crowdcast. So whichever platform you're on, if you're on Crowdcast or you're on Facebook, doesn't matter. Both of you have now got the link. I'm just going to quickly check YouTube as well. Good to see everybody on, by the way. Hello, Saz. Hello, Joanne. Hello, Faraday. Hope we're good. Marie, Lydia, good to see you all on. Excellent stuff. Okay, team, just so you know, so team over on Facebook, hello, Mark. Good to see you. Just so everybody knows is that when I'm going to be mainly on Crowdcast is that I won't be able to see your comments. So you can make comments or ask a question, that's absolutely fine. And what I'll do is every sort of 10, 20 minutes or so, I'll quickly check to see if you've asked any questions and then get back to you. But I will be on Crowdcast, so I won't be able to see all of your comments. I'll be able to see everyone else's who's actually on Crowdcast now. So it doesn't matter which side you're on, I'll still get back to you there. Okay, so let me just give me 2 seconds. I'm just now going to check with YouTube. Okay, so we are all good. It's all good. Screen now. Okay, I'm too sure why that's not working. Okay, all right, that's no problem. All right, okay, team. Well, listen, I'm gonna just hang fire on YouTube, so I'm just going to leave that. Okay, we'll just stick to Facebook and obviously Crowdcast. Okay, yeah, 'cause these are our good two platforms. Okay, so hope we are all good. Right, guys, before we kick off, both on Facebook and on Crowdcast, can you just let me know that you've received now the copy of the manual, the workbook, that you've got that you can follow through this with me now tonight, this evening, because you can obviously kind of fill things in as we're talking through it, which would be really good. All right, team, so if you could let me know, just give me a thumbs up that you've got the link, you've got the manual, and you can access it. So I'll give you just a second and a couple of people to respond. That would be great. Hello, Joanne. Hope we're good. Hello, Nicola. Crowdcast is asking for a link to register. If you there should be just a link on their side. You can just press that if you want. If you want to join on Crowdcast, it's absolutely fine. Press the link and it should just take you to the registration page, and you should just be able to come straight on. Marie, can't download the manual in FB. Okay, the link is on and it's live. Marie, if you are on your phone, that might be part of it, but you should just be able to access the link straight away. I've just checked and it's live. Is anyone else struggling? Can people download? Should be able to. Yes, home fitness workshop, Joanne. That's the one. Okay, so I'm just going to let you all get settled, get you all get sorted out and the rest of it. Guys on Crowdcast, can you access the link for the manual? Just need to check. If you could let me know, it'd be cool. Okay, Joanne says yes. Okay, so you're all up and running. Okay, cool, Joanne. Excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, so the link's working. We're okay. Can you do it? Yes. Okay, excellent. Okay, that's working. Okay, team, so we are working. I'm going to give you another minute or so, and then we're going to get rocking because obviously there's quite a lot to go through. If you do struggle for whatever reason, to download the manual, then let me know. I can just send you the link directly to your inbox after the session. That's no problem. Remember, this is a recording as well. It's obviously a live session, but it'll be recorded. So you'll have access to this in the Mind Body Life Tribe. That'll always be there. If you are on this on Crowdcast, which is the better platform, by the way, if you're on this with Crowdcast, then you will always be able to access this video through Crowdcast just by following me. It's really straightforward and simple. It's a nice platform to use. It's good for asking questions and really good to use as a platform. So that's the reason why we're on it. It allows us to go live as well on multiple streams. Okie doke. Okay, team. Are we all set to go? Give us a thumbs up. Just let me know if we're good to go. It'd be nice just to let me know before I just kind of get round and crack on, because once I'm off, I'm off. All right, team. So just a quick thumbs up. That would be great. Okay, because I want to get rocking. I'm excited. Catherine, Sharon, excellent. Thank you very much. That's good stuff. Okay, Lydia, yeah, of course, I'll send it you after the so you've downloaded it, so you can access it and download it, that's fine, but it's on your phone, so obviously you're not going to be able to access it and access this at the same time. Great stuff. Thumbs up coming through. Okay, excellent. Okay, team, yeah, we seem to be going. We seem to be all up and running. Right, let's jump in and let's get going, all right? Okay, so if you have any questions, then ask away, okay, but I will come back to Facebook every kind of 10 minutes. So with regards to Crowdcast, you can ask it anytime and I can answer it as we go through. Okay then, team, so away we go. So this session tonight is all about home fitness and home fitness training. In essence here, what I want to be able to teach you is how to get into great shape with not having to go into the gym. It's not about always going to the gym all the time. You don't have to do that. Okay, so I want to show you how you can really kind of understand what you need to do with your body in order to be able to get the right stimulus out of your body to get the results that you want. So we're going to go through it now step by step. I'm going to take you through it. I'm going to take you through a manual, and then obviously there's a workbook there as well at the same time. So if you're going to fill in the workbook after the session, it's absolutely fine. Just go back to the start of this. You can replay, and then in you go from there. But I'm going to walk you through the whole manual now, step by step, so you know what it's all about and you understand all of this session now. And obviously, if you follow everything now live time, you can ask the questions straight away. Okie doke, team. Right, so just give me 2 seconds and I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Yeah. Good stuff. All right, I'm just going to check the link now to make sure everything's working okay. Only 1 second, team. Good morning, team. How are we? Hope you're all good. Hope you're all set, ready for another session. So combined today, what we're going to be doing. Sorry, team, wrong one. Quite similar to the previous extensor training. Okay, on air now. So hopefully we've got the right one. Okay, it's not working. Okay, there we go. Excellent. Okay, team, right, we're all good to go. We are all set. Okay, you can see the presentation there, which is great. I can see that now here on this side. I will be checking in every now and again as well on Facebook, so I can now see both sides. I've got both cameras set up, and we are all set and good to go. Okay, right, so first of all, okay, home fitness. And if you've got a pen and paper, that would be great, unless you are following this, obviously, digitally with regards to the actual workbook that's being downloaded. If you have, then that's brilliant. I'm just going to go onto the tribe page. Okay. All right, cool. So I'm going to keep an eye on the comments here as well, so I can see both. Onto the tribe page. Mute. All right, cool. Okay, cool. Okay, team, sorry about the delay. That's it. I can see everything all now. That's it. We're all good. We're all set to go. Excellent. Right then, so home fitness training. Okay, so here we go. Pens and paper at the ready, and let's get stuck in. So in this session, basically what we are going to cover now is goal setting first of all. There's absolutely no point trying to move forwards in regards to your body, with regards to training, dieting, anything that it is, unless you know what your goal setting is all about and you've got a real good crystal clear goal there, and you know where you are starting from. So we are going to cover that. Okay, we're going to dig into that. We're also then going to go into understanding your body type, because this is really important for you to be able to know in order for you to apply the right stimulus of exercise to get the right response for your body. I'm going to explain it all for you in a minute, don't worry. So that's going to be the second part. Then we're going to go into learning the 3 different metabolic pathways, because there's 3 different ways in which the body can utilize energy systems. So we have the creatine phosphate system, we have the lactate system, we have the aerobic system. I'm going to teach you now what all of these things mean, so you've got a good, clear understanding of that, because depending on which energy pathway you use, will give you a different response for your body, all right? And then when we tie that in with your body type as well, then we start to get more effective results. So it's not just about doing some exercise. There's so much more to it, so much more to all of this. And people still really have got no kind of idea what this is about. It's something that I learned in PT school like 18 years ago. And I still see people just not taking any note of it. It's all this like real basic stuff. Personal trainers hardly use any stuff like this. Everyone's too focused on showing you how to squat. Okay, but the thing is this, is that really the kind of exercise that you do, it doesn't really matter. It's how you do it. It's how you do it with what your body type is and what goals you're trying to accomplish. That is what matters here, team. Bottom line. So I'm going to take you through all of that so you understand it. Then I'm going to take you through different kinds of exercise for your body type. So the different ways that you need to be able to exercise for your actual body type. Okay, so I'm going to go through that with you. And then we're going to I'm going to show you how to quickly kind of put together an awesome routine for yourself. So you know what you need to do from this day onwards. This is all of the kind of stuff that I cover in my other programs, by the way, my coaching programs, my 30-day body blitz as well, in a lot more detail. But what I'm going to give you here now is a real good understanding, and you can fill stuff in. You've got workbooks here. You can take this knowledge away now. You'll be able to access the videos anytime in the tribe or on Crowdcast, and you can use this now as a tool, okay? Because as a part of my tribe, I just want people to learn. This is what it's all about for me. So the more you learn, the more you can help yourself, the more you can make changes, which is absolutely great. There's one thing that I am going to ask, team, absolutely one thing, is that I'm doing all of this because I love to help as much as I possibly can. That's what I'm about. That's my bottom line here. And in order for that to happen is that I need to ask you a favor, is to spread this message. So because I keep putting all this content out, I'm going to keep doing it every single week now. And just giving as much as I possibly can to all of you guys that are following, that want to learn, that want to develop, and want to really move forwards, change your mind, your body, and your life. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here to do, to serve you. So the more people that you can invite in who are like-minded, who obviously want some help, some free help, and just kind of get stuck in and be a part of a community that wants to move forward, then all I ask is that you invite people in who are good people, by the way. All right, I've had to kick out a couple of people who weren't the right people, unfortunately, and I'm sure maybe a couple of you know who they are. But they've had to go. So it's about like-minded people who are positive, who want to move forward, who want to learn, who want to change mind, body, life, and then invite them and bring them into the Mind, Body, Life Tribe group. Okay, then, team. So this is it, day one, all together. Right, let's go. So first thing we're going to do is goal setting. Now, if you have your workbook open, you can access it. Then you can start actually keying in digitally if you want. And in here is where we're going to start. So every page that you see, where you see like a little notepad and pen at the bottom, then this is the point whereby I'm going to get you to go into the side of the workbook. Okay, so you've got to start writing stuff down here. All right then, team. So just bear with me for 1 second. Just quickly check Facebook. It seems okay. Okay, so goal setting. First of all, we have to start off in a place whereby you know where you are going. You have to know what this is about, because there's no point trying to throw in a load of effort unless you've got a real good, clear idea of what you want to accomplish, what you want to get out of your body. And this is where we've got to be really specific and really tight, okay, and be really define what it is that we're trying to accomplish. Because if you don't know, then you're just going to be wandering around lost, just trying different things. You might have an idea that you want to be a bit fitter. You might have an idea that you want to lose a bit of weight. Okay, it's not really strong enough. It's not really tangible enough. Everybody wants those kind of things. We have to make it kind of crystal clear. So this is what I want you to do now within your workbook. Is I want you to just think about now exactly how it is that you want your body to look. So how is it you want the body to look, I want you to think about how you want the body to feel, okay? Not like touchy-feely. I want you to think about how it is that you feel on a day-to-day, you know, how you feel from like an energy level point of view. You know, do you feel, you know, really kind of like upbeat and positive and focused, and you feel good? All right, so important. Feeling is so important. And the reason is this, is that you can look great but feel terrible. And if that's the case, then you're doing it wrong. All right, and a lot of people do that. A lot of people suffer, push themselves, live a life that's just horrible. Okay, just complete a whole world of just restriction, and you know, they end up, because of that, then that they just live a miserable life. They look great, but they just don't feel good. All right, yeah. So if that's the case, then you've got it the wrong way round. Absolutely. So looking good is really important. Define what that is. Feeling, okay, how you want to feel. And then your last one is perform. Okay, so how you want your body to perform. That's both physically, you know, in terms, it could be you want to be running a 5K and it not be a problem. You want to be, you know, fit to be able to do some kind of like hill walking events, or just fit right the way across the whole of your life. You might want to be really strong as well as fit. Whatever it is, as well as the physical side, there's also then the performance within your life. How you perform in your career, at your job, you know, how your mind is, how everything now starts to push forward better. So how you are performing as an individual, physically, mentally, and emotionally. All right, so that's really important, team. So let's get those goals down. Be very, very clear what you want to look like, how you want to feel, and how you want to perform. Okay, yeah, that is absolutely key. So write that down. Okay, then we go on to the next one, which is, where are you right now? The thing is this, it's great having goals, but you have to understand exactly where you are now today. Let's just use the quick example here of, if you are a dress size 20 and you want to be a dress size 8, then you have to realize that it's going to take time. Okay, you have to realize where you are. If you're a dress size 20, then you're going to be out of condition. All right, so you have to appreciate things aren't going to get down to the size 8 within the next kind of couple of weeks. Okay, that's just not going to happen. So appreciate where you are. Okay, appreciate where you are from a physical point of view. You know, have you been training, you know, on a regular basis for a number of years? You know, if you have been doing it, training regularly for, you know, say 5 years, then your body's going to change a lot quicker, because you will have more muscle tissue. Your body will be more conditioned. If it's been 5 to 10 years, even more so, then you will get there a little bit quicker again. If you haven't done a great deal, okay, of exercise in the past in terms of your history, and I mean on a regular basis, then it's going to take, things are going to take a lot longer. So you have to remember your present condition. So you've got to say to yourself, have I spent over 2 years doing regular exercise? Have I done that? Okay, and if you have, then great. Has it been 2 years plus? Has it been 5 years plus? Then brilliant. Then that will give you an idea of where you are, where you're starting from. Okay, so obviously if it's 0 to 2 years, then you're not in such good condition. All right, it's going to take a bit longer. If it's been 2 to 5, then you're in a pretty good place. If it's been 5 to 10 years, then you're in a really good place. All right, so just understand those places of where you are. Okay, team? Now, I want you to set your intentions for 12 months. So that goal, this is now what we said before about in terms of the look, the feel, and perform. I want what that's going to be within the next 12 months. Okay, this is what I want you to plot for 12 months' time. And then you're going to break it down. You're going to break this down, the goal within the 12 months, into monthly milestones. Okay? And all I want you to do is every single month, every 4 weeks, is check in and go, right, how is my body looking? Has it got better? Am I moving forward? Am I feeling good every day? Am I performing well every day? And if you keep ticking those boxes, those top three there, then you are moving forwards. But you need to have a checkpoint. Okay, team, you absolutely need to have a checkpoint. So just make sure that that checkpoint's there each month, that you take a stop and go, okay, you know, is it that, you know, I can feel my skin's getting, you know, thinner, and I can look in the mirror and I can see my body looks better? Is it that, you know, from your mindset point of view, is that I'm just absolutely on fire in work? You know, my stress levels have come right the way down. I feel good. I'm energized. You know, just having these little tangible checkpoints every single month so you know that you're progressing. Really important, really important. Okay then, team. All right, so there's our goal setting. Happy with that. Any questions thus far? Let me know if you have any problems. Okay, and there's the goal setting sheet. Okay, if you're unaware, you're not using it, there's the sheet there, just fill it out. Okay, answer the questions. Okay, next we're going to go on to our body type. All right. Okay, before we go into that, I'm just going to quickly check over on Facebook. I think Facebook is fine. Just checking anyone's asking any questions. Hello, Joe. Hello, Katie. Kev. God, plenty of people on. This is awesome. Okay, good stuff. Good to see you all on. Okay, Shannon, yeah, no problem. Good to see you. Okay, I'll see you soon. All right. So no questions, so we can just jump straight in. So looking here now at body type. So just 1 second. Okay, so from a body type perspective, is what we need to start looking at and thinking about now is that we do have different types. We have genetics, team. If you didn't know, then now you do. We genetically are different, okay? So in terms of our gene expression as well, it means that we have different reactions to different responses within the body. Now, a lot of people think this is a load of BS, this body type stuff. It's all a load of nonsense. It all comes from psychology, and it's just got nothing to do with bodies, and it's just not proven or blah, blah, blah. Right, okay. So there's kind of elements of truth to that. And where I'm going here is I'm calling these body types ectos, mesos, and endos, just as a good classification. So actually, we have an understanding of the different kinds of body types, yeah? So it's easier to think about it this way in terms of putting people into classifications, right? Because the truth is this. What is different with body types is muscle fiber types. So we've got different muscle fiber types, right? And we've all got different ratios of those fiber types. So we have type 1, type 2A, type 2B fibers. Now, type 2A and 2B fibers are the more thicker fibers. Okay, they are slightly thicker. Okay, they are more anaerobic, more explosive, more powerful. Now, some people have just got higher ratios of those and less ratios of type 1. And some people have got vice versa, more type 1, less type 2A, 2B. So that's the reason why you see people that are just either like naturally really lean or naturally really thick set, or they're like bang in the middle, all right? So we've got to start understanding, where do we sit? Where is our body type? Okay, yeah, we do have to understand that. So, because this is gonna be important in regards to how you're gonna train, the way that you need to train now moving forwards. Okay, it's really important because you will get different responses depending on your body type. Okay, so the way to think about it is this: is the ectomorphs are the naturally lean people. Okay, just naturally lean. You'll see them. They're the kind of people that struggle to put weight on. You can eat quite a lot of food, typically, and they just seem to stay quite lean, all right? Normally, they'll have quite long, lean limbs, okay, quite long, lean forearms, long, lean calves. That's typically what you will see with an ectomorph, all right? Now, we move across a gear, okay, and we go into the mesomorph camp. Now, the mesomorphs are still normally quite naturally lean, but they tend to be a little bit thicker around the shoulders, a little bit around the calves as well. So they just tend to be a little bit more muscular, just naturally, okay? Now, this doesn't mean to say, guys, by the way, is ectomorphs can't get fat or whatever it may be, because yes, a lot of people who are ectomorphic put a lot of weight on around the gut, okay? But you still will be quite lean. So you'll see like the upper body's quite lean, but you might have like quite a big gut on them, okay? Yeah, so that happens all the time. So it doesn't mean to say that they can't gain weight or whatever. Of course they can, yeah, of course. But basically what we're saying here is that in regards to like a muscle tissue point of view, it's quite hard for them to develop muscle tissue if you're an ectomorph. If you're a mesomorph, you're actually in the best of both worlds, is that you're actually quite lean and muscular, and you can gain muscle reasonably easy, and you can lose body fat reasonably easy as well, okay? Typically, that's the rule of thumb. And then on the other side is that we have our endomorphs, okay? So endomorphs are people who are naturally thick set, okay? You will have bigger forearms, slightly bigger shoulders, bigger calves, right? That is just like the telltale signs. So these are just telltale signs to understand what camp that you are in. Okay, now it's important that you understand this like right now, because it's going to help with you now in terms of your exercise prescription, and the way that you do it will give you the best outcome for your body, all right? Now, from training people now for the last 18 years, this is what I found to be true. And this is through training a lot of people. I've delivered now over 20,000 hours in training and nutritional coaching sessions. And over that time, I've seen a lot. And I remember when I very first got into this game, and there was a lady that was seeing me for training, and she was a cracking girl. And I was taking her through everything. She wanted to lose weight, wanted to look great, all that kind of jazz. And I was training, and I was getting to do like lunges and squats, and getting to do weight training, because in my mind, what I'd been taught was, the science was that we need to do a lot of weight training to try and increase the metabolic rate. Therefore, women will be able to lose more body fat, same as men. And I was like, okay, so yeah, that's cool. So that's what I went with, and it was weight training all the way. Now, when I got 6 weeks down the line with her, she was really upset, and she was really upset is because her thighs and her glutes had gone massive. She'd really grown. And I initially went straight to the diet, and it was like, you must be eating too much food, or blah, 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 blah. And no, it was just the stimulant, okay, the stimulus of the tissue of the kind of legs that she had that made it go a lot thicker. And she couldn't put her jeans on, okay? That's how bad it got. And I was mortified, absolutely mortified. And that actually happened a couple of times. And that's when I realized I had to learn a lot more. I had to learn a lot more about what was going on with people's bodies. And then you start to see then patterns. And obviously I was going away and learning a lot more. And then you start to see it is that actually, yeah, people here have different responses. I've had it where I've had two people on exactly the same diets, exactly the same amount of calories, doing exactly the same program, and had two completely different results. I've gone like, wow, how the hell does that work? All right, and I've done it for years, and I've just seen it. And you will see it. You will notice it yourself. You will see people that will be naturally a lot smaller than you. Okay, and you'll see them eating a lot of crap or whatever it may be, and they just don't seem to be anywhere near as big as you. Or the other side is that you will see people who are naturally just a lot bigger than you. Okay, and you're just like, wow, you're trying to put the weight on, and you're trying to get bigger, but you can't. But you look at that other person who's a lot bigger than you, think, oh, how are they getting there like that? All right, and the thing is, it's all down to genetics. It's all down to fiber, or a lot is down to the fiber types, okay? So we have to be very careful when we exercise the right way for our body. So if you think about it like this, is like your ectomorphs are built like marathon runners, okay? Your mesomorphs are built more like your 100-meter sprinters and like your heptathlon athletes, okay? And then your endomorphs are more built like shot putters, okay? So that is kind of like your classifications, okay? So, and that's not being disrespectful to anybody across the board, by the way, but what it's about is looking at the reality of, these are our different genes and these are our different body types. So we have to work with what we've got. And this is the most important thing that you need to take note of right now today, is that if you are endomorphic and you are naturally thicker set, you are not going to have a body like Naomi Campbell. It's just not going to happen. So get your head around it. All right. Same if you are a natural ectomorph and you want to be a bodybuilding champion, or you want to be, the world's best shot putter. I've got news for you. It's never going to happen. Okay. It's just genetically, you're not built that way. So let's take where we are. Let's take what we've got, and let's make the best use of our body, of what we've got, and make it the best version of what we have. Okay. That is the way to go, team. So if we understand this, then it helps us now move forward. So in your workbooks, okay, make sure now that you've got this down, and you now start writing what it is that you are. Are you naturally very lean, built like a distance runner? Are you slightly in the middle, slightly more muscular, built like a heptathlete? Or are you naturally thicker set, stronger build, bit more like shot putter kind of build and stance? Okay, whatever it is, write it down in there what you think that you are. Remember, a good indication is forearms and calves, the thickness of your thighs, and the thickness of your shoulders and the broadness of your shoulders will give you a bit of an idea. Now, by the way, is that it's a sliding scale team, okay? So it's not like an exact bang, you're in that can bang. You might be, okay, but you might be a little bit in the middle. So you might be like halfway through. Like for me, for example, is I'm not a mesomorph, and I am more like an ectomorph, but I'm not a true ectomorph. I'm actually probably in the middle of being an ectomorph and a mesomorph, because I'm lean, but I'm also muscular as well, okay? But I'm not really naturally that muscular, okay? I have to work hard at it, okay? As where a lot of people who are naturally muscular, mesomorphs, they don't have to do anything and just stay muscular. I hate them people. But anyway, so there you go, all right? So it's just to give yourself an indication on the sliding scale of roughly whereabouts that you are. Okay, so now we're going to go into the metabolic pathways, okay? And this is where it now starts getting interesting. It gets a bit sciencey and geeky now, but I'm just going to kind of cover the basics for you. Okay, so we have three metabolic energy pathways. We have the anaerobic creatine phosphate system, we have the lactate system, the glycolytic system, and then we have the aerobic system. Okay, now, it doesn't matter where you sit in what camp with regards to body type, etc. None of that really kind of matters for now. What matters here with this is the way that we exercise will give us an indication of the response with our bodies, okay? So what we have to think about is this, is that if you was to look at 100-meter sprinters, okay, men and women, you look at their bodies and they look, I think, they look awesome. So, you know, they are muscular, they are lean, they're not massive, but I just think they look really good. I like that look, right? So that's what we've got there with regards to the 100-meter sprinters. Now, with the 100-meter sprinters, they spend a lot of time training in the anaerobic pathway because they spend a lot of their time doing short, explosive work. You're only going to go for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and then they're done. They never rest. So their goal is to really drive the anaerobic pathway, okay? And it helps them become a lot more muscular, a lot more powerful, helps with the strength, helps with power, explosive power. And this is what the creatine phosphate system is. It's an explosive energy. Okay, and you've only got around about 10 to 15 seconds of that energy, the ATP within the muscle tissue. And then after that, it disappears, right? After that, then, once that stops, so imagine this now. You're at the start line of the 100-meter track and you go and you sprint off, you hit 100 meters and then you're like, whoa, I can't keep going. So you can't keep sprinting at that pace, okay, yeah, because the ATP, okay, that then goes. You then start going into lactate system, okay? This is where lactic acid then starts to kick in. So we enter the lactate system, all right? That then carries on then for further on. So if you had to go further than the 100 meters, you could still run at a good fast pace, but not as fast as the 100-meter sprint, okay? You just can't, okay? So you're going, you're pushing, you're running, and you're giving it a good go, you know, and you hit the 400-meter point or 800-meter point. Let's just say it takes you 2 minutes, okay? You've gone right into the depths there now of the lactate system. Okay, so your lactate system is going for around about 2 minutes. Okay, 90 seconds to 2 minutes. And as I'm pushing hard, pushing really hard within that time frame. Okay, so imagine it was like if you wanted to sprint for 400 meters, first 100 meters, you're off and you're away, you're good. The second 100 meters, it's like, it's starting to get hard now, but you're still pushing really hard. You then get to 300 meters and it's like, woo, yeah, I'm feeling this now. You get to 400 meters and you just feel pain, all right? You just feel a lactic acid, you know, through the whole of the body. It feels horrible. You know that pain, okay, or you should do, or I hope you do, is when you really push, it just feels everything through the whole body is telling you to stop. The body is screaming. and your legs feel like lead, and you even feel it in your arms and everything. It just feels horrible. But that's what it is, okay? So we're going into the lactate system. It's all the lactic acid in the body. So after, again, a couple of minutes of that, then, you know, you're done. But then after that, then takes over then the baton, who takes the baton off, is then the aerobic system, all right? So then the aerobic system then carries on from there. And that, obviously, the aerobic system is plus 2 minutes. Just keep on going, and you can keep on going for a long time in the aerobic system, but obviously at a lot slower pace, all right? Okay, just a quick checkpoint, guys. Is that making sense? All right, I just need to make sure that that's all okay. It's cool. Just give us a thumbs up and say, yeah, we're all good. And just that I've still got you so far. So 100, Catherine's in, thumbs up, excellent. So 100 meters, okay, we're going to be hitting the anaerobic pathway, the creatine phosphate system. Okay, that's what we hit for the 100 meters. That's explosive. That's hitting it really hard, really fast as you can, all out. But after 100 meters or so, we'll have to say 10, 15 seconds, then that then starts to disappear. We then have to then slow down. We then move then into the lactate system. So this is now where we're pushing really hard up to a period of 2 minutes. So let's just say 400, 800 meters. We're pushing really hard on it, but not quite as hard as what we could on the 100 meters. Okay? Okay, awesome. We're all okay in Facebook. Excellent. And imagine then we keep going for the 800 meters. We're getting tired now, okay, but we want to keep going. We then take over the baton for the aerobic system, okay, which basically means you can keep on going and going and going and going and going, but a lot slower. All right, team? So they're the 3 different pathways. 1, 2, 3. That is the easiest way that I can explain it to you, so you've got it. All right? Now, quick point. Think about it from this perspective. When you look at people, athletes on the track, look at the body of 100-meter sprinters. Look at the bodies of the likes of shot putters. Look at the bodies of the likes of distance runners, okay? You can see there that those guys, right, have different body types quite clearly, okay? The science tells us this. We know it, okay, by the length of limbs and the girth of limbs, okay? It's not been called what this is called, somatotyping. It's not been called that. But by tracking the length and the girth of people's limbs gives us the indication of how well that they will perform. So it is the science, and it's there. So think about it this way, is people who are naturally thick set are better, fare well with weight training from a perspective of they can lift weights and they can shift it because they've got more type 2B fibers, okay? So they've got the more of the fast switch fibers, right? Now, the guys that are more in the middle, okay, yeah, so they're nice and muscular, okay, but they're still lean, they're more your 100-meter sprinters, okay? And then you've got your distance runners, okay, who are our guys such as, you know, our Mo Farahs, who are built like that, okay, so just twigs, but they can go for a long time, all right, team? And there's your difference there. You can see how the different bodies come out in sports, okay? It's a big, big indication, as well as the studies. So that's how you get different bodies. Now, the thing is this, is if you play to your strength, then it means that's the way that you're going to go very quickly because you are naturally quite good at it. So if you are naturally very lean, you're ectomorph, and you do tons of cardio, you're gonna burn into tissue fast. Okay, you will not be able to maintain a great deal of tissue. Okay, you'll just struggle. If you want to try and gain weight, but you're doing tons of cardio, forget it. Okay, you're not going to get anywhere. All right. So if you're more in the ecto camp, you're built like a long distance runner, then you have to start thinking about doing more of, guess what? The heavyweight training, the shot putters work, the explosive sprinting work, yeah? So if you're more naturally lean, if you want to get better results in terms of developing muscle tissue, increasing your metabolic rate, getting lean body fat, getting more muscle, okay, performing better, then you're going to be better off doing more heavy resistance weight training, okay? That's going to be the way to go for you. If you are more in the other camp, the more endomorphic, then you're going to be better off doing more aerobically based work with only just maybe a little bit of bodyweight training or weight training. Does that make sense? Okay, because if you go heavy weight training, you're just going to get bigger. You're going to get bigger fast. So that's what I need to get over there, team. Okay, yeah, so you've got the 3 different energy pathways and you've got the 3 different body types. Okay, the bigger guys need to be doing more of the aerobic work and the leaner guys need to be doing more of their heavyweight work, all right? So think about that. That's what you need to think about now in terms of your own planning of your training. So look at it this way. Exercise right for your body type. Heavy resistance and slow tempo will be helping you with regards to, if you are an ectomorphic, to change your body to get it leaner in terms of muscular, in terms of dropping body fat, in terms of looking better. You will fare better if you are naturally leaner on heavy resistance training or slow tempo. So now remember, we're not going to be in the gym or in the home. So to do the same response in the home is to go through the very, very slow tempo training. So let's just say, for example, if you're doing a press up, you're going down slowly, 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 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, and back up, 4, 3, 2, 1. You do 10 of them and watch how much you start shaking after you've done number 3. All right, okay, because that's what it's about. It's about time under tension. It's about placing a big load and demand on the tissue and staying there. That's what will help you get into the creatine phosphate anaerobic system. You'll go a little bit into lactate as well because you can probably go on for, plus 15 seconds. But that's going to be the better way for you to be able to exercise at home. So it doesn't matter what exercises that you're doing, you need to be doing explosive stuff, heavy weight, or super slow. All right, that is the way that you're going to need to go. All right, is super slow or heavy weight. Because we're in the house, then typically we're going to need to do super slow. All right, that is going to be the better pathway for you if you are naturally lean. All right, now let's flip over to the other end of the scale, and we've got the endomorphs. If you're more endomorphic, you're going to need to do more cardio-based stuff and just occasional weights. All right, so you're going to need to stick predominantly within the aerobic system of training. So the best way to do it, when we talk about cardio, when we talk about the energy systems there, I'll give you examples from like a running perspective, but this is coming from a training perspective now. If we want to boost that metabolism and stimulate it, we need to hit the whole of the muscular system. So what we want to be getting into is to really focus now and channel in on doing body weight training in the house, maybe a couple of light dumbbells, 3, 4, 5 kilos, that's all you're going to need. And doing it in a way whereby you continuously keep on going to hit the aerobic system, or you're doing super slow and you're doing it for a few seconds having a rest, a few seconds having a rest, okay? Either way, it doesn't matter. You can do the same exercises, exactly the same, and doing them either super slow or banging as many out as you possibly can, and the response is going to be different, okay? Yeah, the response will be different, all right? So this is it, is use what pathway is going to be right for your body. Obviously, if you're a bit in the middle, you're a bit of a mesomorph, then you're good. You can have a blend of them both, all right? Good for you, all right? You've got the choice and the option to do whichever you want, all right? So if you're lean, naturally lean, you're going to be better off with super slow tempo, slightly heavier weight if you're going to be in the gym, okay? With little bits of cardio, but not much, okay? Yeah, maybe doing some lactate work where you're going for 2 minutes and then having a rest, 2 minutes and then having a rest, all right? If you're in the middle, you're in a meso, you can do whichever one you want, okay? Yeah, the best thing for you to do is to blend them all right? And if you're more in the aerobic pathway, the endo pathway, so therefore you've got to hit the aerobic system, then doing your exercises for at least 2 minutes, okay? Preferably going for 10 minutes. So it could be that you're doing press-ups for say, I don't know, say you hit 2 minutes and then you're done, or 90 seconds and you're wiped out. Second that you finished on those press-ups, you get up on your feet, you start squatting, and you keep going. And then once your legs are done and you can't do any more with regards to your squat, you then get down, you get in the plank, and you're holding the plank, and you're holding it, and you're holding it, and holding it. Once your plank's gone and you're gone again, get back up on your feet, start lunging. You know, so you're constantly going non-stop all the way through. and then boom, until you've hit, say, around about 10 minutes, then take a rest. All right, it could be 5 minutes, okay? So this is what you need to do. This is the way that you need to structure it, all right? Depending on what camp you're sitting in, if you want to get the best results from your body, all right, team? It's not just about doing exercise, it's about how you do it. So make sure then that you have considered what body type that you are. Write down which metabolic pathway you think is going to be right for you, which is going to be the best one for your best results. So remember, like we've just said there, if you're naturally lean, you're going to be more creatine and phosphate system. So your training needs to be super slow, going for a shorter period of time, but you make it incredibly challenging. It should be super intense, okay, for that small period of time. All right, that's what you've got to do. You've got to go to the, you're shaking, you're absolutely shaking, and you just lost it, okay? And you take a minute, and then you go back again. Take a minute, and then go back again, all right? That's where you need to go. If you're at the other end of the camp, getting more endomorphic, you've got to go for a long time, okay? You want to be stimulating more of the type 1 fibers, the more oxygenated fibers. So you want to be going that way. You want to keep going for a long time. You're still going to stimulate the whole of the muscular system, so you're still going to increase your metabolic rate, which is perfect. But you're going to be doing it in a way whereby it's long sessions. It's aerobically based, all right? That's the way that you will need to go. Okay, team? All right. So now what you need to do is create your awesome program. So in essence here is that you need to start now moving into the position of doing different kind of routines, right? Now, this is what I'm going to give to you here. There's 4 ways to be able to do this. And the easiest way to do it is to think about it this way, is rather than focusing on like body parts all over the place, is focus on the front side of the body, what we call the flexor chain. You focus on the back side of the body, what we call the extensor chain. And then you focus on the lower part of the body, which is obviously your legs. And then we focus on the total body and then lifting things overhead, all right? So a 4-day exercise split for you would look very well if you did it this way. Monday, you've done a flexor chain day. So you hit all of the front side of the body, right? Tuesday, you've done lower body, just to give the upper body a rest, okay, yeah? So you hit the lower body on the Tuesday, in whichever way you decided to do it, whether it's going to be aerobically based, whether it's going to be anaerobically based, whether it's going to be lactate based. You pick which one is going to suit you for your body type, yeah? Then you've got, after lower body, you've then got the back side of the body, okay, yeah, the extensor chain, all right? And then after that, then we've got total body. So moving the whole of the body and then lifting things up overhead as well. Again, you don't need super heavy weights, okay? Trust me, you don't, all right? So that's step 1. Okay, that is how you put your routine together. Step 2 is select a series for each region of the body of what you're going to be doing, all right? Okay, so think about a different series of exercises that you're going to do, all right? I'm going to give you like just a quick example here now. I haven't got time to go through, obviously, all the different exercises and all that kind of stuff. But what I can do for you is I've got at the end there is that I can show you, I can give you examples of demos if you want to take that, all right? So that's what you need to do is you just need to decide what exercises that you're going to do for each part. So I need to think about exercises for the front side of your body. I need to think about exercises for my legs. I need to think about exercises for my back side of my body. I need to think about exercises that are going to do total body and then lifting up over my head. That's as complicated as it needs to be. All right, which isn't really too complicated, yeah? That's as far as you need to go. You just take care, front, back, lower limbs, total body, overhead. That's it. However you do it is down to you, all right? It's absolutely down to you, but there you go, all right? And obviously then, select the right pathway for what you need to accomplish for your goal, what you want to achieve, for your body type, all right, team? So that is just a 3-step process there of what you need to think about in terms of splitting up your exercise routine across a week. All right? Hope that makes sense. That's all you've got to go with, okay? You don't need to get super smart about all these different kind of exercises because there's like millions of them. Focus on the front, focus on the back, focus on the legs, focus on total body. Boom, job done. Okay, so flexor chain exercises. In essence, you will use the whole of your flexor chain, like the front of your hips, your torso, your abs, your chest, deltoids, front deltoids more so, sternocleidomastoid as well, okay, muscles in the neck. So you're going to utilize all of these muscles that are all going to flex, right? You're going to need to do that because these muscles are really important. So you use them every single day. Instead of using one muscle, okay, yeah, just to do things once, okay, like a bench press where you're just training one muscle in isolation, what's the point in that? You're switching the whole of the body off just to work one muscle. Okay, it's great if you want to be a bodybuilder. That's the only time that actually doing isolation work is any good. Or if it's for like a little bit of injury rehab, there's good ways of doing it there if you're just going to isolate. Outside of that, then you crack on with obviously doing multi-joint exercises, the whole of the flexor chain. So in the press-ups there, as you can see there, she is going to be using her hip flexors, her stomach, her abs, her shoulders, her chest, really getting hit there. Right the way through the whole abdominal cavity will be getting hit. All right, so there's all the things that are going to be happening there. That is your flexor chain. Anything that you're going to do on the front side of the body when you're working, pushing to the ground, moving around, that's all flexor exercises. Lower limbs, very, very simple. Squats, lunges, okay? Simple stuff. Again, the way that you do them is where the gold is, right? So if you are focusing on the creatine phosphate system, the anaerobic system, you need to be going like super slow, holding on to weight, as much weight as you can, of whatever you've got at home, but going super slow all the way through. All right, that is what you need to be able to do for that. So just going super slow all the way through the whole of that routine there, and then that will serve you very well. Now, again, if you're in the other side of the camp, okay, you're more endomorphic, then for this, then what you might need to do is be doing this for a long time. All right, yeah, so you're might be doing squats for a good 5 minutes, okay? Right? You have to do a lot of squats, okay? But what you can basically do is you can squat it, you just really hit the squats. Once they're done after, a couple of minutes, start jogging on the spot. So you just let lactic acid come out the legs, you're jogging on the spot. Then you go into lunges, a couple of minutes, jogging back on the spot, and then go into deadlift a couple of minutes, jogging back on the spot, then back to squats. You know what I mean? That's how you can keep on doing it that way. All right, team? So it's just about how you do it. Remember that. There's millions of exercises everywhere. You're never going to run shortage of different ones. It's about what area you're covering, front, back, lower limb, total body. That's it. Extensor chain. So the extensor chain is the back side of the body, okay? So everything at the back, all right? So if you do like a bent over row position, like the lady you can see there, that is then keeping your back nice and straight, leaning forward, keeping a nice straight curve in the spine, and then pulling the dumbbells up to you, or just pulling the dumbbells up by standing up straight and coming back down again. Or you can bring the dumbbells out to the side whilst you maintain that position. You can row. You can flex the arms up whilst you maintain the position. There's loads that you can do within that. That will then hit the whole of the backside of the body, okay? So in essence there, that is the whole of your extensor chain. Now, there's a bit of crossover between the extensor chain and the legs as well, which is all good. Just means, it's extra pounds in the bank, innit? You see what I mean? So that's all good stuff. If they cross over, don't worry about it. Total body. So then this is things like, such as your squats, where you're then going to lift something then over your head. So you're squatting down and pushing something up overhead. Lifting things up over your head is important, okay, because that's what we do. As human beings, we lift things up over our head, we grab, we reach, and so long as we keep that going for all of our lives, then we're in a good place. So overhead strength is important, all right? Not that you have to be lifting super mega heavy weight. Of course you don't. But you still have to be good and functional, all right? Yeah, so lift what you can. Okay, team, so I think that there goes through it and gives you a good idea of how you can set all of that out, all right? So if you want kind of help with it, then but free, by the way, what I can do is I can put a video together, give me a day or so, and then what I'll do is I'll put it in Teachable somewhere on the online platform, and I can give you access to it, which then gives you like examples of how to do like a flexor chain workout, how to do an extensor chain workout, and how to do like a total body workout, for example. I can give you like examples of that, and then I can give you examples of how to exercise the different energy pathways as well. All right, team? So I can put like snippets like that together for you. It's going to take me a bit of a while to like edit it, but I can do that. If you want me to do that, then what you'll need to do is email me. So just email me, lewis@lewisbailey.co.uk, and then I can get that sorted for you at some point over the weekend and get it over across. So then you'll have the examples. So all of the stuff that you've got here now, team, is that you've got this workbook, you've got this video, you've got this recording. Follow it, fill it all out, go through it all, and start doing it, start applying. If you want the video, then let me know. I'll get the video over to you. That'll give you a bit more of an idea of different things to do, and then you'll all be good to go. All right, team? So my details are there. You've got my details. If you need me, then just let me know. Email me if you want the video. And then also as well, if you want to inquire about any of my coaching services or whatever it may be, then you can just ping me an email as well. All right? Best way to get hold of me, or through WhatsApp. Okay then, team. Right, I am going to have to love you and leave you. I hope that was all okay. I hope it helped out. Right, so if anyone's got any problems, what I will do is, guys, I'm going to have to shoot off very, very shortly. But if I can see people have struggled with it or whatever it may be in terms of getting the workbook or whatever, then I will make sure it gets sent over to you. So you've got a copy there. I'll just send it over to you privately. All right then, guys. Okay. So if anyone's had any problems or anything, let me know. But I will kind of go through the comments and feeds and get any kind of workbooks over for those of you that haven't got it or are struggling. All right, team. Okay, right. Have an awesome rest of the evening. I hope you enjoyed this workshop. I hope it's really helped you. You've got access to this now if you're in the Mind Body Life tribe or you're following me on Crowdcast. You have all access to this. You have the workbook access as well. So start applying this into your world now because it's going to help you significantly. All right, then, team. Have an awesome rest of the evening. I hope you are all good. Any questions, give me a shout or ping me an email if you need any further assistance. Okay, then, guys. Have a good one, and I will see you all very soon. Take it easy.